Yay, I was a total YouTube kid. If you were too, you've seen a drama my life before. Let's get into it. So I have to be honest, I got this email the day that I started driving across the country with my mom, so I wish I had crazy baby videos to share with you guys, but instead I have my silliness, a whiteboard, and resourcefulness. So hello everyone, my name is Janna and I am from Syracuse. Did you know that townie has a derogatory connotation? And frankly, you guys don't know how to use it, right? You can't call a person who goes to the University a townie. Plus, local literally just sounds better. I've grown up in Syracuse my entire life. I live 7 minutes from campus. It's actually so convenient. My mom had been the assistant dean at Newhouse since before I was born, so it's kind of been silly running around the building since I even learned how to use my legs. I don't really know if it was nature or nurture that I found myself wanting to come here. Probably a little bit of both. Also, fun fact, Shine used to have a Sbarro's. I have a fantastic relationship with my family, and I'm grateful for it every day. All of us have come through Syracuse at some point, even my grandma, who she is truly my best friend, and her wisdom knocks the common sense into me. I was a total Cartoon Network kid growing up, aka I was the middle between two boys and I didn't get to choose what we watched. My favorite shows were literally Courage the Cowardly Dog, Naruto. This fully started my obsession with anime. This is number one from Codename Kids Next Door, and if I was really lucky, my parents would let me watch King of the Hill. Here's King Kill. Roblox was part of my daily routine, let me tell you, and I made a ton of friends online, and I still talk to these people. It's fantastic. And I think this kind of opened my interest into esports as a potential career path, or just at least the interest. I'm familiar with the culture of people, the games. Unfortunately, the only thing I have time to play is Fortnite, and even then, not a lot. In high school, I had this crazy work ethic and then very simple goals. I also loved track and field, and so one day I met with the trainer, who's this crazy ex-Marine, because I thought I had a concussion. Did not have a concussion, but it was great timing because I stepped in when this chick was about to start doing a 5-minute plank. Can you guess what I did? The 5-minute plank. And through the suffering and the yelling, he's a Marine, let me remind you, I had this breakthrough. It's all in your head. And there, with my whole body shaking and the pain of that, I realized the pain does not get worse. And eventually, you get used to being uncomfortable. And so then 5 minutes rang, and we instantly did a wall sit, right? Crazy. It's just a lesson in perseverance, truly.
Come on, 24! One more, David! Who's one more? Carry the boats. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
I graduated high school in 2020, came to Cuse in the fall, took a gap in the spring. Why? Because it sucked, and I figured to save the time and the money. And I'm so happy, otherwise I literally would have graduated already. I love campus, but what I love more is not being in Syracuse. I shipped myself off to Amsterdam and then was the first student from Newhouse to be at the Amsterdam University of Applied Sciences. I loved vanishing from campus and being at a place where literally nobody knew me. I love making friends wherever I go. After Amsterdam, I moved here to LA and stayed with Joan, and I was interning at CNN. I learned 2 huge things. 1, I love living in LA, and 2, I don't want to work in the news. I thought I was interested in at least investigative journalism, but oh my god. Guys, the newsroom environment is not for the weak. Outside of the internship, I volunteered with reading partners. I grew up with bad dyslexia, so this is sort of my way of giving back for what I got. But I also did the listening table. And you're like, Janna, what is the listening table? Well, you listen and it's a table, right? Common sense. So this guy at Orla Israel, he's David Israel's son, started the listening table, in which one just goes and sits and listens to whoever wants to come sit down in front of them. By the way, my minor is mindfulness contemplative studies, and you would not be surprised at how ignorant people are to the dynamics of conversation and how that affects our relationships. I think sitting at this table really showed me how lucky I am to have people that will listen, and 2, how easy it is to not. Doing this has made me a lot more patient with people and definitely a lot more compassionate. I think I appreciate this opportunity to make a video like this and watch all of your videos. 1, because it's incredibly humanizing to see people outside of their work setting, and 2, they just evolved differently, whether it be upbringing or environment, and now because of that we interact with the world differently. And the way we perceive the world is differently, and everything is different, and I think difference makes things interesting.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before.